Sunderland have been riding the crest of a wave since returning to the Premier League from the Championship this summer. But the manner of Everton's draw against the Black Cats on Monday evening has left supporters frustrated. The Toffees took the lead in the first half and had applied the pressure on the Stadium of Light, yet to taste defeat this term and enjoying quite the resurgence. In any case, this wasn't good enough from David Moyes' side, whose optimism and coherence were extinguished quickly after the interval, leaving the visitors ruining their slew of missed chances earlier. Everton's attacking concerns have gone beyond mere teething problems at the start of a new season. There might be a lack of inspiration in the team despite the quality of some of the players, but the struggles of the front men make up the crux of Moyes' dilemma. Everton have scored 10 goals from as many Premier League matches this season. Last term, under Sean Dyche's management, they had as many goals at the same stage. Frustratingly, this tally should be higher, were Beto and Barry not suffering from some dismal form in front of goal, the center forwards having scored just one goal between them in the league this year. Against Sunderland, Barry was given the nod instead of first-choice option Beto. However, the £27 million summer recruit for Villarreal was unable to capitalize. The Frenchman showed off his movement and physicality, but a horror miss to put the Blues 2-0 up before the break came back to haunt them. Clearly, it can't go on like this. If Moyes hopes to avoid the perils of a relegation battle this season and instead lead Everton back into the ascendancy, it's crucial that a solution is found. To achieve this, the Scotsman might need to think outside the box. The Everton star who could move to CF. It's probably a good thing to remember how far Everton have come since the start of the year, when positivity had been pulled into a vacuum with Dyche at the helm and the Merseysiders altogether rudderless before the Friedkin group replaced Farhad Moshiri at the head of the table. Connecting these two eras is the positive thread that is Iliman Ndiaye, who joined the ranks at Goodison Park in 2024 after a tough spell in France with Marseille. The mercurial winger completed a £15 million transfer. The 25-year-old completed the 2024-25 campaign as Everton's top scorer in all competitions with 11 goals, and he leads the way once again this term, his goal against Sunderland on Monday marking his fourth of the campaign, and across just 10 Premier League outings at that. Given that Ndiaye laid on an assist during the defeat at Liverpool 2, we can observe that he has been directly involved in half of the club's top-flight goals thus far, corroborating presenter Jamie O'Hara's claim that he is one of the best players in the Premier League. Ndiaye's dynamism and ability to adapt set him apart. Sure, he's got magic in his boots, according to Everton writer Lyndon Lloyd, but he's also clinical and mechanical in his ball striking when the need arises. Indeed, Ndiaye is far and away Everton's most potent goal threat. His strike against Sunderland proved, if anything needed proving, that he can dribble from any area of the pitch and shift onto either side and strike and score. And in this, he could be the perfect option to slot in at number 9, thus keeping both Beto and Barry benched. As you will note from the table above, Ndiaye is no stranger to playing across the front line. Invariably, he finds the back of the net, and it's curious to note that his most statistically prolific performances have come from number 9. And though he's diminutive, thus suggesting that Moyes would need to devise a new attacking strategy, Ndiaye isn't without his combative qualities. Indeed, Ndiaye has won 6.7 duels and made 2.5 tackles on average per Premier League game this season, as per SofaScore. His progressiveness on the ball, in a central berth, could also play to the strengths of those such as Kiernan Dewsbury-Hall, who nearly found Beto with a line-breaking pass against Sunderland and could benefit from a frontman who is more adept at running in behind. After all, Ndiaye is one of the fastest and most dangerous carriers in the Premier League, actually ranking among the top 5% of attacking midfielders and wingers across all of Europe for successful take-ons per 90 FBref. A successful take-on is recorded when a player beats their opponent by directly carrying the ball past them while retaining possession. There is a potential solution here for Moyes, who might not be able to afford to persist with his struggling strikers until the January transfer window, when proposals for a new number 9 are sure to be canvassed. With Tyler Dibbling and Dwight McNeil among those waiting in the wings, Everton must act and push Ndiaye into a more prominent role, maybe ratcheting up the creativity and sharpness in the final third by doing so. Taking both Beto and Barry out of the firing line might be a fitting option for a side seeking to redress the frustrations of the supporters. Already, fans will point toward a number of missed chances this season that might have put the club in a higher position in the Premier League. The Senegal international is clinical and dynamic, and he's proven himself to be the talisman in the final third for an Everton team in need of another dimension.